down the energies. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hello and welcome to Arcana Universe. This is going to be your future career finance reading. Let's get started. As a friendly reminder, this is a general reading, so only take what resonates. We do have cross watchers, so roles can be reversed. But you will know if this is your story and which side you were on. Somebody here is already feeling like somebody's not doing financially well at this time. So I'll start off this reading. I'm going to do all signs from Aries through Pisces. But before I do that, hello, Audra. Welcome back. I'm going to just tap into whatever wants to come up first before I start tapping into Aries through Pisces. So what's the energy coming through? All right. Okay. All right. So the overall energy coming through is I am picking up on somebody that feels kind of a little stuck. Okay. Perhaps, you know, we're tapping into career, work, finances, or even studies. That counts as well. But I'm picking up on somebody when it comes to this area of their life, they feel a little bit stuck. It almost feels like they're in this never ending kind of repetitive cycle. And, you know, the reason why this, it doesn't feel very uplifting. I see the reason why this is being continuous. Like, even though perhaps, you know, you don't get that much fulfillment, or there's something about it that is like very like repetitive, but it makes you, something about this makes you look good. Okay, whether when other people hear about what you do or what you're working towards, they're like, oh my gosh, like they kind of raise their eyebrow in a sense, and they're kind of like intrigued by what you do, or it may have like this image. Maybe it's like a career that when people think about it, they think, oh, that's kind of hot, like that kind of thing. But the thing is, it's kind of like smoke and mirrors in a sense. It's like, from the outside perspective, it may have some sort of like luxe, like glamorous, something that is very kind of like shiny, like people might get even like jealous from knowing what you do, or what field you're in. There's something very attractive about it. Okay, perhaps it's known to make a lot of money, but at the expense of, you know, spending a lot of time. It's like, it may be, you may be putting in like overtime and stuff like that, or it may be not in the most ideal locations. um but regardless, when other people on the outside, when they look in and understand what you do or what you've been working on, they have this image or a perspective about what this is, and they're very, some people are aroused about, like, or like attracted to it, is what I'm seeing here. I mean, the money is there. Like, I definitely see money coming through, or I'm getting like this hoarding energy, like somebody here doesn't want to share, or somebody here is like investing in themselves. They're not really sharing I mean, it makes sense because they work so hard to get to where they are. Um, and I'm also getting some sort of dependence. And so there may be some sort of dependence where whether it's like your children or people that you look after. Um, but apart from spending it on them or doing it for them, I it's almost as if like you don't really even talk about how much you make or let other people know, what kind of income you're raking in. Okay, so that's the overall energy, just the first message that wanted to come through. Oh my god, I feel like I do a little clip. Hello, Arrow. I was just not feeling. I wasn't feeling that hairstyle. Or I don't know. Maybe this. We'll see. We'll see. Hello, Arrow Mittens. Okay. I don't know, something different. Anyways, so let's continue on. Let's go ahead and do Aries through Pisces. And remember, I read energies here. So labels aside, you may even find messages in different signs, or you'll know. Quarantine. I don't know why. I don't know why you keep saying that. What's that mean? I don't know what you're trying to do here. I don't know. The next time, okay, I'm gonna tell you. I don't know what that is. What's the woo? What's the woo mean? Oh yeah? I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it, Quarantine. Okay? That's the next time I see it, I'm gonna just time you out. And if you're wondering, oh, what happened? What happened? It's because I told you. This is like my third time telling you. So next time I see that again, like saying like Miss Woo and glad to see you and like, no, I don't like it. I don't care if there's no bad intentions. Like if you keep doing what I said I don't like, then I don't. No, this will be, Audra, this will be their last warning. Okay? The next time I see that stuff, you're not even gonna get like a heads up. I'm just gonna do timeout. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Alright, Aries through Pisces. Oh, what is this? This wanted to come up. Okay. Right, Audra? Right? Okay. Alright. Aries or Aries cross watchers. Oh, what is this? What is this? Okay, I'm picking up, obviously, this is not, I get really specific sometimes, so it may not resonate for everybody, but I'm going to relay what I see here, because I know somebody will resonate and want to hear it. But so when it comes to finances, I see here like in the past energy, it has been a very like slow and steady movement. There may not have been huge leaps and bounds when it comes to how much money you raked in a sense. But I see here somebody didn't give up. They're just like, you know what, I'm gonna keep at it. I see somebody here like applying to a lot of different um like different career paths or like different positions, and they didn't give up. And so some of you may be in like the legal or law, um like the prison system, or so it could even be like law enforcement or something like that. That could be like your career um field. And there is definitely something very, I'm getting suffocating. Okay, it's perhaps like you're not used to, people breathing down your neck and telling you like this needs to be done, what needs to be done, and all of that. There's some level of micromanagement that I'm picking up here, but overall I'm getting happiness. Like, and what that tells me is at least somebody must be getting paid what they're worth, or what they're asked to do, because I do sense like there's definitely some level of fairness, and as a result, there is there's happiness. It's just like, okay, well, I gotta, it doesn't have to be law or anything like that, but it's like at least, even though you may be confined in a space where you don't have that much freedom, and there's a lot of like hours that you need to put in, but at least you're getting paid. Okay, that is what I'm picking up. So somebody here is at least happy about that. Okay. When it comes to Taurus, so I'm picking up on like a very strong fire energy. So, this person that you may be dealing with in your, it could be you or them, but I'm getting fire energy. So Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius under Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. There is some sort of competitive energy when it comes to the workspace. And so it's like they may have a higher position than you, um, or they carry a lot of weight and power when it comes to um, this field. and and but the thing is, like, if they're in a higher position, you would think like, what's with the competition? But it's because all it's because they're intimidated, they're a little triggered, that one day you may surpass them, or you may not make them look good, or like that you may be smarter than them or something like that. And so they are a little bit triggered by that. And so they're going to keep you like at a low pay as long as they can. They're going to lowball you as long as they can. So what that could um mean is, hello, yes. Yes, queen. Welcome back. So what that could mean is that you may put an extra hours. Hello, Alec. So you may be asked to put in extra hours, but you don't get like overtime and stuff like that. Some sort of like injustice when it comes to that, and it's because somebody here is trying to power play. But I will say you are valued at work. Uh, they it, they wouldn't be able to finish and complete their work without you. So you're a very like important part of the team, and they don't planning on like letting you go, like So it's just weird. It's that power play thing. It's like even though they see your value, they know what you're worth, they want you on the team, they like having you around because it makes them look good. But at the same time, it's like what? But still, they're competitive about it. So it's a little toxic in my opinion. But that's what I see here. Gemini. Oh, there's your energy. Oh, I'm getting very like unsatisfied, unhappy energy. So I'm getting here somebody didn't use their intuition, okay? And I'm getting somebody got played, so they may have been fed some sort of fantasy or a lie or like was like somebody here talked a big game, but when it came down to like making it into a reality, they fell short, or um, it was just like they were promised something, and they were made to believe that it was going to be this big rewarding thing, but it just didn't end up being like that. And so if for an example, if they were promised like a bigger pay, or um, they were expecting a little bit more money out of it, maybe after all the little fees or little taxes and all the little things here and there, it kind of added up, and whatever was left over, it wasn't as much as they were expecting it to be. So somebody here is very pissed. They're like, oh my gosh, like you know they feel really misled. They felt really misled, and if they had used their intuition and maybe not have um agreed to this, like somebody here is wondering, oh, maybe they could have saved money or something like that. But I see here they weren't. Somebody here was not in the position to decline anyways. Like even if they wanted to be picky and choosy about what kind of projects or endeavors that they decided to pursue. But it's just like they weren't in the financial position to be choosy, anyways. And so, it is kind of what it is. But just think of it like this: like this this immediate opportunity may not be what it was cracked up to be or what have you, but it's going to open up more doors for you. It's like something that you can put on the resume, or working with this client or employer, like they'll it's like with the word of mouth, and they'll open up more doors and stuff like that. So even though you may feel like, oh, like it doesn't feel great at this time, it feels like you're not making much out of this, just know that it's going to open up more doors for you into bigger projects or endeavors, etc. Okay. All right. Alja wrote, my Taurus son went to Ohio this year because a friend gave him a pipe dream and now wants to come back to Florida and feels like he knew he shouldn't have but thought he could make money. Oh, yeah. Ay, ay, ay. Wow, he's a long ways from home. Long ways from home. Okay, so Cancers. Yeah, so that was on point for Taurus. Yeah. Oh. Okay, so Cancers. So I'm getting somebody was trying to mix business with pleasure or something like that, or have make money with somebody that they may have been hooking up with or was in a relationship with. Um, and so I see why, like somebody here is very passionate about what they do, and they were trying to utilize all they could, all they can to get to where they are. They were trying to build something from like almost the ground up, and they were doing a lot of research. So I'm picking up on somebody, they may not have the technical, perhaps schooling or work experience, but because of their passion and they started studying like on their own, maybe through like YouTube or Googling or what have you, like somebody here was trying very hard to be almost like self-taught even, or utilizing online resources to elevate their work knowledge and all of that. And but what got tricky was because they wanted, like, in a sense, all hands on deck. They wanted every help they can get, and so they try to mix business with pleasure. So whether that is like hooking up with clients or hooking up with people in the same field, and trying to oh gosh, oh my gosh, this, okay, I'm just gonna continue, but this is pretty low vibrational, I will say, okay, because I have a feeling somebody here is cross watching and it's like, oh my gosh, this is what's happening, and oh, but yeah, it's like they were trying to sleep their way to the top in a sense, like it's and it got very tricky when they are in love with somebody else. And so, the people that they brought into their life, just strictly for, physical attraction, ego, to get on top. Like, there was a lot of pros into hooking up with these people. And it doesn't have to be sexual. It can be just, it's just to gain something from it. Um, but regardless, it's just like they they want to be with somebody else, but they feel tied. So I'm also getting, they could have signed a contract where they feel obligated to be loyal to one party, even though they are more valued and is happier somewhere else. And so somebody here is kind of like they need to make a decision on whether or not they do what they love and feel happier doing, or kind of keep the low vibrational thing going. Well, well, do what you love. It's more fulfilling that way. Go, don't do things just to. I'm getting like puzzle pieces where it's just like, oh, I'm gonna, kind of work and talk with these people because later down the road they might help, and like, oh, I'm gonna talk to another person because they might open other doors, and so it's just like kind of implanting some sort of, you know it can come off as very strategic in a sense, but at the same time, it's just like sometimes if there's too much going on, and they are equally expecting some level of loyalty, it's going to be very hard. Oh, all right. So, but yeah, the final advice is do what you love, because you want to be investing into the right connections, or the connections that you want to have long-term history with. Okay, and so try, if possible, try not to use other people, like, and give false promises in a sense. It's not going to be helpful. Okay. All right. Leos. Wow. So Leos, so your career, finances, etc. is expecting a lot from you, like perhaps moving, um, having you travel, like keeping you away from loved ones is what I'm picking up. Yeah, and it's not just like a one day here, one day there, once a week. No, this is like somebody is. It's almost as if like you have to move for your career, or like you have to just pick up and leave, like that kind of energy. And so it has been exhausting because you're on the move constantly. But I think it's good for you. It's going to give you some level of experience, and perhaps in the past you were very like codependent or wasn't independent, and but this opportunity, or, wherever this career or money journey is taking you, it's allowing you to kind of grow, explore, and mature in a sense. So it's giving you a lot of like life experiences, and it's going to be very beneficial when it comes to your resume building. Yeah. Okie dokie, Audra. Okay, so let's move on to Virgos. Oh, there's your energy coming in strongly. Virgos. I knew that one was gonna come up. Okay. Okay. It's a little bit all over the place, a little bit. Okay. So when it comes to, your career, finances, etc., I'm picking up on an energy that is very strict, okay? So you may be working very hard and diligently and trying to put in the hours, and it's almost like when your focus is all on your career and finances, there is some level of single energy. So I see here your love life is being affected by your career. Okay. And it's like I see here some of you guys may be connecting with those who don't even like live nearby. There's definitely some level of distance. And it's in a way, somebody here is trying to be safe because they understand that their focus needs to be on their work and finances. And so they're choosing to surround themselves with, possible romantic interests that are not close by, or there's definitely some level of distance, and even though there may be chemistry, they're keeping it this way because something about fairness. They are not just like the the trajectory of where their finances or their career, where it's headed or where it may possibly end up in. It's not a guarantee that they'll even, there's something about like location. So it's almost as if it's weird because like you would think earth sign Virgo, like they would want to set roots and etc. But it's almost as if they wherever they are at right now, they feel like they may not be there for a while. Perhaps, their work opportunity is going to take them somewhere else, or um but regardless, due to their financial and work matters, they're deliberately or not, there's some level, they're kind of listening to their intuition in a sense. They feel like they need to connect with people that are not nearby, just in case that they are not even going to stick around in their current area. And so in a sense, it's out of respect. Like they want to be respectful of other people's times and not waste their time thinking, oh, they're gonna stick around in this area, but only to like move or be relocated, etc. And so it's almost like the connections that they are choosing to surround themselves with, it's very short term based, which has been very energetically depleting because they're not short term people, they're not short term energy people. And so I'm getting somebody here feels, I don't want to use the word guilty, but it's just like they feel like they can't make true connections with people nearby, because they're very focused on their finances. Okay, hello Zahid. Yeah, it's all about work for them and making money. And so okay. I'm doing well, Zaid. Welcome, welcome. So, uh, they they are they're connecting with somebody who is like emotionally available. I'm getting strong water energy. So, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio under Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. But regardless of the signs, like they are. What? Okay, this is very specific. It may not resonate with everybody, but I'm gonna say it. So, one of the reasons, okay. Aw, hello, Vasquez. Kevin. You are the best. Aw, thank you, thank you. Aw. Thanks, Zaid. So, okay, I will throw this out because this is one of the messages that's coming through. But there may be, if you feel like you're connecting with somebody that is like at a distance, okay, and you feel like, oh, what are the chances? Okay, so somebody here is like, what are the chances that that they're going to meet somebody from afar, etc. But there may be some sort of work opportunity, okay? It's just like there may be a work opportunity where it's like, I don't want to say I don't want to say mixing business with pleasure, but it's like somebody from afar may give you a job or give you an opportunity, and they're doing that because they really like you. Well, Donald, one, welcome back, and two, we're talking about money, so I have to go with the green. Money, money. Oh my gosh. So yeah, that is the meaning behind the different lighting. I was just like, might as well change it up. All right, all right. Money, money. But yeah. So I'm seeing here somebody might offer you a job from afar that is because they really like you. and they want to close the gap. And so if you're connecting with somebody from afar, it might be because, you know, it's meant to be. Who knows? Okay? I know, right? I know. Okay, Libra. Oh, Libra. I'm getting exhausted energy. But it looks like it must like pay all right. As water. Water. So Libra, it's like somebody here is being worked to the bones is what I'm seeing here. And so but the thing is, at least they're getting compensated for it. It's like they're, if there is any overtime, you get overtime, fortunately, because you know there's people out there who work overtime and they don't even get paid overtime. And so at least I'm glad you're getting overtime, or you're getting compensated for the extra effort that you put in. So which is always nice to see. But I'm seeing here somebody's not sure whether or not they see themselves doing this for the long haul. There's something about, there may be like a coworker or like colleagues that you really connect with and stuff like that, but maybe I'm getting like odd hours that's impacting sleep, and has been affecting your health or your mental space. And so that's one of the cons, the downsides of this. But I see overall you're just trying to see how long you can do it for, or how, you know, you're giving it a good chance, like a good, you know, seeing where things go. But I definitely see there are some level of challenges, and if work environments and stuff like that doesn't change for the better, then it's going to feel like you're being pulled down. Like it doesn't feel nice. Like I'm also getting something about gossip. So just be mindful, like, you know, your coworkers and stuff, like just a time and a place. Don't be telling them every little thing about everything that's going on in your life. Like they're your coworkers first, okay? They're not your friends first. They're your coworkers first. Just remember that, okay? Huh? What? What? Oh my gosh, remember this? This was during the last reading. This has been the bottom of the deck like twice now. Or this is the third time. But the last reading I did, the All Signs Feature Love reading, that has been popping up. Okay. Alright. So let's move on to Scorpio. Scorpio, what is it? It's the Empress. So that means, you know, I'm picking up on an energy that it like this energy is very valuable. Like this person, they have a lot going for them. Low vibrational people may have the tendency to take advantage of them, but at the end of the day, this energy knows that they're worth. Like this is somebody that is like very smart, you know, emotionally available and stuff like that, and knows their worth. And they'll, at the end of the day, even through the ups and downs, even if they may have been in a low point or gave chances to people that may not have deserved it, at the end of the day, they will always make sure that they are fair to themselves and treat themselves with worth, okay? The Empress is not, they can be generous, but they're more of the sugar baby. They're more of the sugar baby. Anyways, okay. Scorpio. Scorpio. Oh, so somebody here is working very hard. And they're being recognized. They're being recognized. It's just like they're doing it for their significant other, or they are doing it for their family. They're doing it for their family. Somebody here is working very hard, and it's like whatever they do, it has some sort of image. It makes them look more attractive, or people will look at them, and they get like boss vibes. And they're ultimately working very hard, putting in the hard work and hours for their family, because they want to provide their loved ones, or whoever they consider like family. They want to be a provider for them. But what is this indecision? I see here somebody is a little guilty about, taking time off to do what they want, like, whether that is going on vacation, etc. But the recommendation and advice coming through is, there's got to be a balance, right? And so you'll be a lot more productive in your work when you are able to incorporate loving, happy, fun times so that you can re-energize, and so you can go after what you want, continue to do what you want, and to thrive. And also, people admire it when people tend to admire those who are able to balance their work and life. Okay, like it's very hard to be happy for somebody who's doing super well in their career, but all they are doing is work, 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 and don't even take time off or days off or what have you. It's kind of hard to be happy for them, because they're suffering in a sense. And so people will have a tendency to admire you even more if you are able to work hard and play hard. You know what I mean? And so do not, I keep getting somebody here may feel a little guilty about, splurging and going out and enjoying themselves when they're not working. So it's saying you don't have to feel that way. Everything in moderation, know when to play, know when to have fun, and know when to work, okay? So when it comes to Sagittarius, okay, so Sagittarius it's been very difficult for them to work or focus on their success. Sure. Yeah. It's Veterans Day weekend, right? Some people have Monday off. So yeah, have fun. So for Sagittarius, I see here. How do I know it's Veterans Day? Because I, I planned ahead. And, it's Veterans Day. Let's see. I looked at the calendar. Okay, so for Sagittarius, I'm getting some sort of like traveling energy or some sort of distance, but it's Well, it has some sort of significance to me, I will say. I will say. That day has a significance to me. And so somebody here is not able to focus on their work because they have love on their mind, okay? And so it's just like, because every chance they get, they just think about love. That's all on their mind. Aww. So curious, Donald. So curious. Okay. So, yeah, I just feel like Scorpio is like every chance you get to rest or work on something else, your mind comes just right back to love. And so I see here that when it comes to career, there has been some sort of like unfinished or stagnant energy that I'm picking up. So it's kind of giving vibes of like starting something and not finishing it because the focus is somewhere else, and the focus has been on romance. Somebody that you have to be very defensive with. They make you feel less than. What? Okay, it's cutting season, okay? You know, we're in Scorpio season. That's a lot of like death and rebirth kind of energy, cutting off, whatever you don't need. I'm seeing here every time your career, your finances being affected by this person that you may have romantic feelings for. Strong water energy coming through. So Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, and their sun, moon, rising, or Venus. But this energy has a tendency to drain your wallet, your finances, or just preventing you from focusing on your work. So just be mindful of that. It may be time for you to let them go, okay? Hello, Ed. Welcome back. Okay, so let's move on to Capricorn. Oh, Capricorn, what is going on? So either somebody quit or somebody is definitely thinking about quitting or moving on. Something in their work environment has been very, this is very specific. Okay, it may not resonate with everybody, but perhaps you witness somebody like having an affair, or like you found out your boss is having an affair, or I don't know. Is there something happened that you did not like, that was very like deceptive, dishonest, when it came to your work environment, and so you're just like, I don't know if you want to be part of that. You were appalled by what you witnessed or what you learned, something about some deceptive, dishonest um, actions that were taken. And so you're just like, you're not really sure whether to be loyal to an energy like that. So you're trying to, if you haven't already, I definitely see some sort of energy of trying to move forward, move on, and find new opportunities where you'll be valued and reciprocated, because it's almost as if somebody like promised you some sort of promotion or some sort of like gain. Yeah. Yeah. At least on here, because it's I'm private. I'm private. But if it's like, maybe one on one, or you know, that may be different, but yeah. So I'm getting here, yeah, somebody was promised something, it wasn't kept. And so they're like, somebody is not liking where things are headed when it comes to their work environment. Oh man. Getting super like drama energy from work. Okay, all right. Aquarius. Oh my goodness. Aquarius. Okay, what I like about this is that Aquarius has been doing something that they've been passionate about or working hard towards. They feel like this is something that they can do long term, that they can see themselves retiring doing this. Okay, this is like that kind of energy. Um, but there's a but, okay, and the but being, it's like somebody is standing in your way. It's like they don't want to give it to you. Why is that? I'm getting like strong competitive energy. So this may be something that brings with it a lot of competition, or there may be some level of challenges. And so it's like if you need to be at like the top tier in order to like be really successful, or like you need to work like really hard. Um, and there may be some level of sabotaging involved, whether the results or the grade that you're going to receive depends on other people's work performances as well. So it's not technically just, you and the what you want to do. It's like you plus everybody else involved, and what they have to do, and it can also be very competitive. But overall, I see that you're confident. Like somebody here is very confident about, what they bring to the table, and they feel almost lucky in a sense that they are going to be successful. Somebody does have a very like protective eye over you, okay? But don't wait. There needs to be some sort of like active pursuit. Okay, this isn't something that's just like, you said it, said it and forget it. It's not like that. It's like there needs to be some sort of like continuous like checking in, making sure you're up to date. Okay. All right, Pisces. There's your energy. Oh, you got that bottom of the deck up here. Oh. All right. So Pisces, what I see here, I'm picking up on a very smart person. Very smart. And but I'm also picking up, okay. Okay, don't get all like like, let me finish what I'm saying. I'm getting somebody who's very smart, but who's very lazy. Okay, let me finish. Let me finish. Okay. What I mean by that, because it's about perspective, not just because somebody's lazy, that doesn't mean they're not smart, that, they're not going to put in the work. No, it's just this kind of lazy that I'm picking up is when you have somebody that is smart and lazy, that combo, it can be very good because you'll find somebody who will find ways to do the least amount of work. Okay, so it's not a bad thing. It's not necessarily a bad thing, not in this context. And so I see here somebody here is very good at doing that. So it's just like figuring out ways to do the minimal amount of work and put in the minimal amount of effort to get the maximum results. And so that has been, it's going to be what helps you succeed or helps you to retain your value in what you do. And not only that, there's this essence of you care. Okay, somebody here actually cares. It's not just about how you can succeed and be on top. It's like part of your job or part of what you want to do is helping each, you know, department or different team members, helping them achieve what they want, and that can cohesively work for everybody involved. So it just becomes a successful machine in a sense. Okay. The only downside is somehow your sleep is affected by this. Okay. Aww, that's kind of cute. That's kind of cute. Okay, so what I'm getting here is, so one area of your life may be like thriving, okay? But the other area I'm getting like love life is not thriving in comparison to the other area of your life. And so there may have been, like, it's something about can't sleep soundly or can't sleep comfortably, like, because there is, oh, there's no one to hold. Oh. Oh, so okay, so it's all coming back again to balance. So somebody here is like pretty picky. They're very picky. And so it's like they have somebody here that they want. They do. And so it's hard to pay attention to other people because they just want this one particular person. And it's almost as if they feel like they're giving up if they don't pursue it. Anyway, so, but it's just, you know, balance is key. Somebody here understands that there's an imbalance and that because they're working, like, you know, work may be going well, but their love life isn't. And so that's something that they would like to improve on. You can do it. You can do it. It may not be overnight because somebody here is a little hesitant. They're a little hesitant to move forward. Oh, look at the bottom of the deck. They're a little hesitant, but the physical chemistry and the attraction is there, so that's a huge motivator. Okay, so that was it. Let me see. Anything else I need to cover? Look at that. See? Okay, let's do one final message just to wrap up the reading. For those of you who are, you know, who watched through the whole thing, stayed till the end, you know, there may be a final message here for you. Oh, look at that. Might be a love reading, huh? But we'll see. We'll see. Alright, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to to the channel if you haven't already. Okay. Final message. Okay, I'm getting like a skeptical energy. I'm getting a skeptical energy. Okay, look at that. So somebody here is inspired, okay? They are inspired, they want to take action, they're motivated, all of that, even though there are a lot of uncertainties. But there's also, you know, a skeptical side to them where it's just like, you know, they're not really sure what to believe here or whether to take it at face value of everything that has been said. It's like only time will tell is this person's perspective. Why do I keep getting this defeated energy though? I am getting somebody's like work environment has been a little bit toxic, or like it got very cliquey. So I'm kind of getting this energy of somebody, you know, like eating their lunch alone or taking breaks alone, and because they don't want to butt heads with their coworkers or their colleagues, what have you. And it's kind of, so if you're wondering why this is, it's kind of stemming from some sort of like childhood similar environments when it comes to how they were raised or how they dealt with things growing up. So it's like if you grew up kind of like being the oddball, or just kind of doing your own thing and not being, I don't, there's some sort of like, it got really clicky, okay? And so it, you may see how you have been dealing with like social expectations or social settings growing up, reflecting in your adult life as well. So if you're wondering, oh, how come it gets kind of clicky, or how come, you know, you feel misunderstood, or what have you, or you feel alone, even though like, you know, to your face, like, you know, these people may be like nice and tries to include you, but inside somebody here feels like they need to be alone, they need to, you know, take breaks alone, or just kind of like be on their own. Just know it might be something that you just didn't grow out from growing up. Okay? Strong water energy. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, under Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. But you know, this may be something that you were just accustomed to, and this is how you dealt with things growing up, but it doesn't necessarily have to continue this way. Isn't it funny? Isn't it amazing how when you know that this is happening, when you realize that this is happening, then it's like, what's next? You know? If you know it's going to rain tomorrow, are you gonna pack the umbrella? You know, wear the rain boots? Are you going to be prepared? Are you going to be ready? you know, kind of know what to expect? Or are you just going to be like, oh, even though you know it's going to rain tomorrow, are you just going to go out and, you know, whatever's? It's up to you. At that point, it's up to you. It's called free will. Free will. I don't, it's not, Donald wrote, did you ever heal anyone with crystals? I think for me, I personally think the power comes from within, and the crystals are just, you know, it's like the ambiance, or it helps. It's kind of like, you know, where you're about to get a massage, you know, it helps if you have the lighting and the music and the vibes. But at the end of the day, it's you're doing the work. You're, you know, that's how I see it. It can help. It's like having a tool, like having a massage tool or what have you. It can help. Um, that's how I see it. Yeah. All right. So did you end up putting blood on your face for the trick or treaters? I had a Snickers and the the peanut butter stuff, and I was just like, oh yeah, we're just talking about this. Uh, all right. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right. Any final words? Nope, we're good. We are good. All right, so thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Feel free to check out the playlist portion of this channel for your daily, monthly, and yearly readings on there. And labels aside, all of my readings are timeless, and whatever you feel called to, you know, whether you're a Capricorn or dealing with a Scorpio, what have you, it doesn't matter. Like if you feel called to watch a video, there may be a message in there for you. So feel free to check that out. Click on the notification bell so you're notified of when I go live or post new content. And I'll see you guys later, okay? All right, bye.